So 540 days that he is continuously out of the headquarters. Certainly, it has impacted the day-to-day functioning of the university, more so because while he is not here in the university, the regular VC, he is interfering in day-to-day functioning of the university, and that's why everything is at standstill. There are so many issues which are important. Say, for example, the confirmation of teachers who were appointed way back in 2023. By now, ideally, of course, the rule says very clear that once they complete their probation, it should be, by default, they should be confirmed, but a letter has to come from the EC that it has been confirmed. Now, the bad part is, since the month of, I think, March and the last month, say March and April, I think he already had 2 EC meetings, we are told. But the confirmation has still not been done for whatever reason we don't know, because the minutes of the meeting nobody has seen. No member knows, at least in NEHU, knows what has transpired in these 2 EC meetings, which were held. One, of course, in Delhi, the other online that he had in the just a few weeks back. Now, the sad part is because he is a person who is not concerned with the welfare of the university and, of course, the larger teacher community. The confirmation, we really don't know why it is stuck, because the rule is very clear that once they complete their probation, university there's no other, unless there is a court case, something is sub judice, except few cases of which are sub judice. All other cases by default should have been confirmed by now. A letter should have been issued to them that your service has been confirmed. But now this person, maybe this person with ill intention, is deliberately trying to delay the whole thing and not allowing the confirmation to take place. So teachers who have been newly appointed are actually suffering. Other than that, of course, we have the almost complete paralysis as far as the administration is concerned, and Professor Shukla himself, he is not here in the campus, so naturally he is not functioning the duty of the VC, although he is drawing full salary, I guess, because the salary is being paid fully, and ministry, of course, is aware of that. Now, in this scenario, naturally, the leadership is missing in the university. We don't know who is steering the university. It's just that because university is an old university, having very set rules, which has been practiced over the years, 50 plus years of experience, I think has allowed us to continue to function, which is we take our classes, we do our admission, we conduct our test, we conduct our exam, results are declared. Because these things doesn't depend on administration much. It depends on the department and the teachers and the one who is involved in the examination. Per se, it is not affecting so much. So students, to a greater extent, I would say, we are taking care of the students. But you look around the campus, everything is on a standstill, simply because there is what we call the policy paralysis. There is no fun in NEHU. There is a VC is there who claim to be still a VC, but does nothing as far as getting money to NEHU is concerned, because you all know, I think last year we got only half the share of the recurring cost that NEHU requires, and that has put a lot of financial pressure, and that's why a lot of things are pending, medical bills and all other bills, departmental bills that we bought, consumables and other things, everything is pending. And he claims to be a VC. He goes around whenever there's a meeting in Delhi or anywhere else as VC of NEHU, but does nothing as far as sorting the problem of NEHU is concerned.